So the latest Micah Parsons news shows that it is not business as usual for the Dallas Cowboys in 2025. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Mauricio Rodriguez here at A to Z Sports Dallas. Here's the thing about the Cowboys 2025 offseason. They don't have my attention just yet. They need to earn back the benefit of the doubt. But they do have my curiosity, and they have it for a couple reasons. Number one, Odighizuwa. They're reportedly negotiating a long-term deal with them right now. There's reports about the Cowboys planning on placing the franchise tag on Osa, but that's because Tuesday will be the deadline to place the tag. And by doing so, they extend the negotiating period with their defensive tackle. But it does seem like things are trending towards a long-term extension. Now, that's beneficial for two things. Number one, obviously, you're keeping the player for more than a season, right? It's a long-term investment. But additionally, the cap hit for the 2025 season is lower if he's on a long-term deal because the Cowboys can play around with the numbers, do a signing bonus to prorate the cap hits, blah, 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 all the financial wisdom that you guys know about the NFL. Whereas with a tag, the number is not flexible at all. It's just guaranteed salary. And as such, it goes on the record book for the 2025 season, and the Cowboys cannot do anything about it. And that's like a $25 million cap hit that the Cowboys would have to deal with if they were to tag Osa. The fact that they're negotiating this thing fairly quickly, it seems like, because based on the reports that we've gotten so far, an Odighizuwa extension this week wouldn't surprise me at all. It seems like things are in motion very quickly, and Stephen Jones has been open about it. If they get that deal done early, it will be a very positive sign, in my view, for the way that the Cowboys are doing things. Now, that complements the Micah Parsons report that we got over the weekend, which is what might show us that it's not a business as usual, because Calvin Watkins from the Dallas Morning News reported that the Cowboys have begun negotiations with Micah. And yes, Calvin Watkins described them as general conversations, but things are in motion on the Micah front. That is a drastic change from the way that the Cowboys have been doing things over the last couple of years, where they allowed Dak Prescott to get to the finish line. In August, they ended up extending the guy. They did the same thing with CeeDee Lamb. You go back even further, the Cowboys allowed Dak Prescott to play on the franchise tag, a no-no in the world of the NFL. So they like to drag out these negotiations. If they kick things off with Micah, and it's a quick extension that lowers his cap hit, because he's going to hit the cap hit for like $24 million in 2025, which is obviously a whole lot. If they extend him, they can bring down that number to around, they can bring it down by around $18 million, which is a huge sum, right? And it opens up things for free agency. If they do that before free agency kicks off and use that cap space to actually spend in free agency and bring more than what they did last year, which was just Eric Kendricks and Royce Freeman in March, which is ridiculous. If they do the Micah extension early, if they do the Odighizuwa extension as well, then they will officially have my attention. And they'll start to regain the benefit of the doubt on my part. Obviously, they would still need to go ahead and build the team and do a good job in free agency. But this is a shift. They've done things a certain way for years now, and if they get these deals done early, that would be a change. Stephen Jones had some encouraging words before the combine when he said that there's not any extreme circumstances surrounding Micah, like when CeeDee Lamb, they were waiting for the Justin Jefferson deal and other top wide receivers. Kind of the same thing with Dak Prescott, right? Plus, Dak was going to be just a humongous deal, $60 million, something unheard of. So that was also different. But with Micah, it seems pretty straightforward. Yes, he will become the highest paid defender in the entire NFL, but there's a clear benchmark there. So if Stephen Jones is being truthful with his comments, then it seems like Micah is calling for an extension early. Stephen Jones is saying there's nothing to keep them from doing so. This might just happen quick enough. And if it does, they'll have more than my curiosity. They'll have my attention.